we're in a school-like setting, apparently. It's their midterm that Taylor calls it, and her midterm is that Avery has to flirt with Taylor. And as soon as I read this, I was like, we are playing with lots of fire.
So much fire
So much
here.
fire.
You're just
Like,
like,
Taylor, do you
oh,
not understand what's going to happen? And I don't think she means for what happens next to happen necessarily, but we all know it's going to happen tonight. It's like,
yeah.
I thought of this when I read it. It's like the one bed trope where like there's one bed and everyone knows that's reading it, like sex is going to happen. I was like, this is like a one bed. The midterm is the one bed.
Yep.
And what's nice about their flirting is they actually do have these like deep topics that they cover. And so I think you start to see in this whole scene about how their relationship becomes and transitions from like a friendship to something more. But Taylor shares how she's thought about opening her own business. She talks about the distance between her and Erica. She, talks about which of her friends Avery would be interested in Avery. And then she's like, Avery, who would you be interested in any of my friends? And I'm like, you don't want to know the answer to that, Taylor. Like, what if she says yes?
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She says no. And that's because like Taylor like has been the person Avery's been interested in from the very beginning. And all of these flirting lessons are just like continuing to build this like tension, like the sexual tension between the two of them. Because now like they're sitting close together. They're like touching each other, not in a inappropriate way in a public setting yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. But Avery doesn't like, she has so much just like self-esteem issues. She doesn't think that someone of like Taylor's caliber could be interested in her, especially not like in a romantic sense. And then Taylor is like obsessing about like losing the bet, which is like the only thing I think that holds her back at this point, really.
Yeah.
At least in
But
her
I
mind.
think but it's more about like losing the bet, but proving Erica right that like I can't be mature and have a relationship.
Exactly. But I think also like Taylor doesn't realize it at this point, but she has a lot of baggage deep down that she hasn't realized that I think also impacts like Avery's the type of girl, like she's the type of girl you take home, if that makes sense. Like she's the type of girl that you would marry. And so I think
she's endgame.
She's endgame, right? Like that I think scares Taylor a little bit too. So they leave the bar and then things get like escalate because then they like all of a sudden like their hands brush and then they're holding hands. And then Taylor makes a comment about like her hair and Avery's like, I like it. And she's touching her hair and then they're kissing. And then they go back to Avery's place and they end up having sex for the first time, which is also Avery's first time having sex with a woman.